Here's a crazy one. This guy is Mordecai Braffman. More like Barfman, am I right? 27-year-old Mordecai Barfman is a Jewish man in Florida. He thought there was two people who were Palestinians, so he opened fire on them. 17 shots with a semi-auto handgun. But officer, but your honor, I thought they were Palestinian. Hey, is this the new normal? You see a person that you believe to be Palestinian, you're allowed to just open fire on them? And then he was mistaken. And then talk about the biggest faux pas since the Teapot Dome scandal under President William Tinsdale. The biggest faux pas since the Know-Nothings killed Edgar Allan Poe. Like on The Simpsons, nothing can possibly go wrong. Well, that's the first thing that's ever gone wrong. The biggest faux pas since Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction. The two guys that he was shooting at, who he says he thought were Palestinian, turned out to be the exact opposite. They were Israelis. They were Jewish Israelis. This guy is a Jewish man. Is he an American? So you got an American Jewish man, an American Jewish man who shot at two Israeli Jewish folks, a father and a son, and then he said that he thought that they were Palestinians. What about them did he think were Palestinians? Do Israelis and Palestinians look alike? Or does he think all Semitic people look alike to him? And talk about being super anti-Semitic. He doesn't just dislike Muslims, but he also hates Israelis, right? He just kind of hates all the categories of Semitic peoples. Who are the Semitic peoples? Semitic. What does Semitic mean? Arabic, Hebrew, Aramaic, and Amharic. So he's a super anti-Semitic person. A Jewish American shot at two guys he thought were Palestinians, but they turned out to be Jewish Israelis. So I don't understand really any of this, but the new norm in America is being batshit crazy. That's the new norm in America, is to be batshit crazy in America. I don't understand why he is smiling. And Braun didn't just shoot a few warning shots. He didn't just fire a couple warning shots from his back porch. He was driving some truck, and he did a rolling drive-by. So this is in Florida, Miami-Dade police. In Florida, Miami-Dade police. Florida, Miami-Dade police. This is just absolutely incredible. When he was arrested, he told the police that he had shot and killed them both. He thought they were Palestinian. He shot and killed them both. And of course, neither one of them were shot dead. One was shot in the shoulder, one was shot in the forearm. Mordecai, in Aramaic, apparently means crazy, batshit, douchebag, friendly fire vigilante. So there's a random ass shooting in America. And instead of shooting the people that he had purported to hate, instead he ended up shooting those he was protecting. I don't know if this is some sort of weird psyop. I'm glad no Palestinians were actually hurt. This makes me think about the 1967 USS Liberty. America apparently is the fans of a rock star who gets pissed on our faces. We just love Ozzy Osbourne so much that we just keep on sending $7 billion to Israel while they piss in our faces. We're going to make sure they got universal health care. Nancy Pelosi said that America will finance Israel even if we're bankrupt or pressing up against the onset of the apocalypse, which at this point seems pretty inevitable. So we're going to just finance Israel even though the entire world is going to burn. And now it seems as if we're just going to allow Jewish folks to start shooting folks if they just so happen to think that somebody's a Palestinian. Judge, I thought they were from Tennessee. Hey, Judge, you know how it is. Hey, Judge, I thought they were from Montana. Hey, I thought they were North Dakotan, you know. I don't like them North Dakotans. So this is just a crazy-ass story, and then it's being asserted that it was mental health. And of course, William Tinsdale is not a president. Other recent U.S. incidents included the attempted drowning of a 3-year-old Palestinian-American girl in Texas. So they're born in America, that makes them American, right? Most Americans are from other countries. The fatal stabbing of a 6-year-old Palestinian-American boy in Illinois. Again, another American. Somebody fatally stabbed a 6-year-old American boy in Illinois. Somebody attempted to drown a 3-year-old American girl in Texas. Trying to drown a 3-year-old, so not only are they killing children left and right in Israel and Palestine, 300,000, but they're trying to kill kids here too. The stabbing of a Palestinian-American man in Texas, the beating of a Muslim man in New York, a violent mob attack on pro-Palestinian protesters in California, the shooting of 3 Palestinian-American students in Vermont. So there's 2 stories there that I'd like to follow up on. Attempted drowning of a 3-year-old. In Texas. So, I mean, my God, the hatred of the children of Palestine is pretty disgusting. Elizabeth Wolf, she's accused of attempting to drown a 3-year-old Palestinian American. Why? She's been indicted by a grand jury, so of course she gets her grand jury rights. In a May incident that local police said was motivated by racial bias. I mean, clearly she's a racist, anti-Semite, criminal pile of shit. The suspect, identified as Elizabeth Wolf, age 42. She's been on this planet for over 4 decades and saw a brown 3-year-old toddler and just had to Tarrant County try to drown her. It doesn't make any hate crime enhancement. It says scroll to continue. I'm scrolling and it's not working, so guess we'll have to try Al Jazeera. And then what was that other one? A 6-year-old? Fatal stabbing of a 6-year-old? Wow, there it is. Chicago area landlord indicted for murder. Chicago was founded by a Haitian man by Jean-Baptiste Pointe du Sable. So the killing of Wadia, we'll get back to this one after checking out this. U.S. woman indicted for attempting to drown a 3-year-old Palestinian-American girl, Elizabeth Wolf, 42 years of age. So her 4 decades on this planet, she thought that she was allowed to just go drown a kid? A racist attack on a kid? The suspect approached the mother of the 3-year-old girl, who was also at the pool. She asked where they were from. The suspect then tried to drown the 3-year-old and also attempted to grab the 6-year-old boy. The mother was able to pull her daughter from the water. Local medics responded to the scene and the children were medically cleared. Attempted to drown, so she grabs the 3-year-old and throws him into the pool. The accused approached the mother of the children with racist interrogations, grabbed the children who were in the shallow end of the pool and pulled them into the deep end in the alleged drowning attempt. Human rights advocates have warned about the rising threats against Palestinian Americans, Muslims, Arabs, and Jews since the start of Israel's war on Gaza. In late November, 3 Palestinian men in their early 20s were shot near a university campus in Vermont. All 3 were injured. And then a month earlier, a 6-year-old Palestinian American boy was stabbed to death in Illinois. And the police charged a 71-year-old man with murder and a hate crime for stabbing the child to death and seriously injuring his mother. What in the hell is going on? His mother, Hanan Shahin, was also stabbed and strangled, leaving her critically injured. Authorities have described the killing as a hate crime motivated by Islamophobia and anti-Palestinianism in an extreme reaction to the contemporaneous 2023 to 2025 Israeli-Hamas war. 300,000, mostly kids, have been killed in Palestine. The killing led to several statements and condemnations from government officials and organizations. A fundraiser was organized to give Shahin safe housing, covering fees. The accused 71-year-old Joseph Kazuba, who was Shahin's landlord, was arrested and charged with 5 counts for which he potentially faces up to life in prison. He's only got another 10 years left, right? So this was his last hurrah. This is what this is the hill he's going to die on. According to the Will County Sheriff's Office, at around 11:30 a.m. October 14th, 2023, Joseph Kazuba knocked on the door of the 32-year-old mother's house, told detectives the accused came to the door angry about what was happening in Jerusalem. Shahin answered the door. The accused strangled her while yelling, "You Muslims must die," after Shahin responded, "Let's give peace a chance." Kazuba allegedly attacked her with a knife. Shahin scratched him, ran to the bathroom and called 911. When she came out, she found her 6-year-old Wadia Al-Fayumi wounded with multiple stab wounds. What in the fuck, man? Let's take a look at who's this fucking piece of shit, man. Joseph Kazuba. R.I.P. to the kid, Wadia Al-Fayumi. R.I.P. to Wadia. What was his mistake? He's a kid. He's innocent. He's a kid. He's innocent. He looks exactly as I would think he would look. Oh, it's you Muslims, he says. It's you Muslims. You're ruining the country. What was he watching? Some kind of Fox News or something? It'd be interesting to see what had triggered him to the point of thinking that he could do something like this. And I guess this is Wadia, a 6-year-old Palestinian boy. They were paying rent. They're paying rent to this fucking landlord. Pile of shit. I mean, what is this guy trying to prove? It makes no sense whatsoever. Look how psychotic he looks. Look how evil and psycho he looks. And he's got 2 lawyers. They'll happily take his money and give him the best defense that money can buy. So since he's paying for lawyers, does that mean he's gonna walk free? Look how psychotic he looks. All wide-eyed and crazy. He's got them crazy eyes. It makes no sense. It just seems like it was an unprovoked attack for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So it don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense at all. One lady in a suit, one man in a suit. "Hey, Your Honor. Sure, did my client stab a 6-year-old boy? Yeah. Was it a racist attack? Was it anti-Semitic? Sure. Did he have power over them by being a landlord? Were they paying their rent on time every time? Yes, 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 yes. But Your Honor, I mean, what could be the defense? Who gives a shit about the laws? Who cares about the Palestinian? Who cares about the Constitution? Who cares? What could possibly be the defense? What could these two assholes possibly say to this judge? Maybe just save him from capital punishment? Is that the only reason he hired some lawyers? Does he know he should rightfully spend the rest of his life behind bars if they're not pushing for capital punishment, which justice is eye for an eye. Holy shit, man. Crazy times we're living in. Crazy times.